What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, we're coming back to Beyonce. Yes, indeed. Beyonce fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Our Vibes. And Our Vibes want to see me react to this song by Beyonce. It is Beyonce performing the Barbra Streisand song, The Way We Were. Now, have I heard the song before? Yes, I have heard the original song before, so I will not be reacting to the song itself in any way, shape, or form. Having said that, though, I've never heard or seen Beyonce perform this, so that's new. So I will be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring what Beyonce has done to The Way We Were. Did she take any liberties with it? Did she make any changes or any alterations? How was her performance of the song? I will be taking all of those into account, just not the original song itself. So please keep that in mind. This was posted by the Kennedy Center. Okay. Pretty much everything I have reacted to that came from the Kennedy Center has been blocked. The funny thing is, they'll block it, and then they won't do anything to protect their intellectual property. They'll either flat out release it, which has happened once, or they will let the dispute expire, at which point I win and the block gets removed. So it just seems like it's a waste of time. Why are you going to bother blocking it when you're going to do nothing to protect it? Like, what's the point? But they block it, but I'll win, like I always do. But I gotta be careful because it's also Beyonce, and we all know how Beyonce is about blocking. She is the most blocked performer I have on the channel. She holds the title for having the most blocked videos. And then I'll dispute it, and she actually, well, she won't, but her record company, whoever has the publishing rights to her music, they deny it on her behalf. So I've had more blocked videos from Beyonce than anybody else, if I'm not mistaken. So she is the reigning queen of that. So this was posted by the Kennedy Center, and the video has 1.6 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? You ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Beyonce, The Way We Were, Barbra Streisand tribute at the 2008 Kennedy Center Honors. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
The structure's the same, but she's taking some liberties with her placement of phrasings, which is good. I like it when bands and vocalists and performers and artists, I like it when they take liberties. I'm not a fan. I just did a reaction to it was Miley Cyrus doing a cover of Jolene by Dolly Parton. And it was basically a carbon copy. This is not a carbon copy. It's staying true to form. It's recognizable. You know the song, right? If you know the song, you'll recognize this. But she's taken some liberties, not so much from a notational standpoint, but from a standpoint of phrasing, like placement of words, timing. It's stuff like that. Very subtle differences, but differences nonetheless. And as a result, Beyonce's making it her own. She's making it her version. Is it still recognizable? Absolutely. I recognized it within the first 4 measures. I was like, oh yeah, there we go. That's all it took. But it's really not all that different, but there's enough of a difference that she can say that she put her spin on it. So that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. And on top of it, I mean, her vocal performance is clean. Super clean. Let's keep going.
It was all so simple then, or has time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Beautiful and yet what's too painful to remember, we simply choose to forget. So with the laughter we will remember.
Nice.
The way we were, the way we.
That got back up a little bit. Couple more liberties we heard in there, going up in that section. Very nice, very well done. Put a little bit of edge on her voice there. Really nicely done. She's taking liberties, she's taking freedoms, but she's not taking it so far that it's being disrespectful. I've heard bands do that where they'll take the song so far out that it's not recognizable. And if it is recognizable, it doesn't sound very good because it's too far from the original. There's a gap. There's a gap. And you have here's the original, right? And you have this much space and this much space to work with. Anything outside of that, a little too far. You know what I mean? But right now, I would say Beyonce's gap, as far as taking liberties, I would say about that. She's taking liberties, but it's not a lot. It's not like here. It's here. There are liberties being taken, but it's not so much that it's wrecking it. You know what I mean? Trust me, I've heard bands do that before. It's not pretty. Anyway, let's finish this out, and then we'll get to the review.
It's an honor to sing for you, Miss Streisand. Thank you.
about what I was expecting, actually. That's about right. I'll explain what I mean more in detail in the review. I'll see you there. We'll talk about all of it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Beyonce performing the Barbra Streisand song, The Way We Were. This was a request from R Vibes. Okay, I have a score here, and the score makes perfect sense to me, and I'm sure there's going to be people who will disagree with me, and that's fine, you know, but I have a feeling once I explain why I'm giving it the score, how the score came about, I have a feeling a lot of those people who are disagreeing with me are going to be like, oh, I get it now. It makes sense, so... Trust me, I'll give the score, give me a chance to explain. I promise it'll all make sense. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that an 8.2. Yep, 8.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
She did a great job. She did do a great job, okay? Her vocal performance, I mean, look, it's Beyonce, for crying out loud. I mean, I would not expect anything less than a fantastic vocal delivery from Beyonce, okay? Just would not expect anything less. Her vocal performance was outstanding. What impressed me more than that, though, was her liberties that she took. And the delivery that she gave and the style that she gave it in. When I think of Barbra Streisand and who could pay homage to Barbra Streisand, there is a very short list of names. Very short. And Beyonce is up there in the top 3. I would actually put her up at number 2. The only person I could honestly see possibly beating her as far as paying homage to Barbra Streisand, and I'm not even a big fan of hers, but I would say Celine Dion probably. I can see her really kind of performing in a style very similar to Barbra Streisand. But Beyonce is in the top 3 without question. She's got a great style about her, and great vocal delivery about her. Very similar to what Barbra Streisand would do. But what I liked about it was Beyonce wasn't trying to be Barbra Streisand. She was being Beyonce, singing a Barbra Streisand song. So this is one of the things that people get confused on. Celine Dion, I feel she would do a fantastic job of, you know, knocking a Barbra Streisand song out of the park, but I have a feeling Celine Dion would also try her best to emulate Barbra Streisand. Now, would that sound good? Yeah, it would sound great. It would sound fantastic. I prefer it when artists put their own little touches and their own little spins, and they take those liberties, like Beyonce did. Not singing the song exactly like it was recorded by the original artist. Taking some liberties, putting some pauses here and there, placing the timings of the vocal deliveries in spots that weren't exactly like the original. I can appreciate that. Absolutely, I can appreciate that. And I'll be honest with you, I prefer that over a carbon copy. I like it when artists take those freedoms. That's really it, though, to be perfectly honest with you. When I saw this request, I had an idea of what this was going to sound like. I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. And I pretty much hit it. Like I said, the liberties and the freedoms, I wasn't expecting that, but like how she sang it, like the use of vibrato, tailing out with the vibrato, I was ready for that. The soft entrances with the swells, very nice. I expected that. Great dynamic control. I expected that. I expected a lot, and Beyonce delivered. Absolutely. So she did a great job. She did a great job. Did anything surprise me? Other than those couple of liberties that Beyonce took, no, nothing surprised me. I could not stand here and say that everything that she did blew my mind. No, because I've heard her do the same thing. I've also heard her do better than this. You know, Granted, this was not one of Beyonce's songs. You know, keep that in mind. But she did what she took and what she had, she took and she ran with it. She absolutely ran with it, and she scored a touchdown. So, good for her, you know, and that was a fantastic job on her part. All I'm saying is, I can't possibly score this any higher than an 8.2 because I've heard her do better on her own material, you know? A lot better because her songs are more challenging than this song is. But Beyonce still did a fantastic job performing this song to the best of her ability. She did. And she did a really good job of it. I got no issue with it whatsoever. It sounded really good. And that is why it's getting the 8.2. Overall, taking everything into account, it was a great job. And that's why she's getting the great score of 8.2. So, 8.2, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, that did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference to me, but if you guys want to do these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.